Do you want to create those beautiful flat lay images that you see on Instagram? Whether it's lifestyle, food, or product photography, this is a video for you. Hello and welcome back everyone. This is Amrita Bhortake, and today we are going to talk about 7 tips to create gorgeous, beautiful flat lay images. What is a flat lay? An image or a style of photograph in which a number of things are laid out on a surface and then it is photographed from above. First one for me is the background. It helps me build the image on top of it. Whether you're creating product images or you're creating lifestyle images, having a plain background that's not too busy will help your actual flat lay image stand out. Second tip is lighting. Before you go into the shoot, you need to pick what kind of lighting you want. It depends on what mood you're trying to create, whether you want to have a soft, diffuse lighting or hard, direct light. It depends on the kind of image that you have in mind. Soft, diffuse lighting is light that is either softened by clouds, which is a natural diffuser, or using a diffusion material to emulate that look. In this scenario, the shadows are feathered around the edges where darkness gradually will bleed into the light. In hard direct lighting, sunlight or artificial lighting will directly hit the subject or the scene. The shadows in this scenario have a hard line around them. My third tip is to focus on the composition. Using different composition techniques in the photographs can help you create stunning and gorgeous images every single time that will draw the eye of the viewer to your image. Here are some of the commonly used composition styles in flat lay photography. Rule of thirds, an S-curve, a minimalistic style of photography, and sometimes a little bit of a change in perspective, where you also introduce a foreground element in the flat lay image. Either you can have something that is in the center and elevated and you focus on that, or you can set up your entire image on the base and have something elevated in the foreground on top. This will help create a different perspective and how a viewer looks at your image, and it will help your main focal element in the image pop out. My fourth tip is to use modifiers. I love using light modifiers in my photography. I use white foam boards to reflect light into my image and black foam boards to reduce light or flag light out of my image. For example, when I'm shooting my dark and moody images, I use my black foam board to flag out any of the unwanted light that is there in a brightly lit room so that I can just focus the light on a certain part of the image. My next tip is to use a tripod if possible. I have previously created a video on my favorite overhead rig for flat lay images, and I'll make sure to link it up above. My sixth tip is on camera settings. Use a smaller aperture if you want to focus on the entire image, and use a larger aperture if you want something to stand out from the image instead. My last and favorite tip is to add a human element in the image. Adding in hands or feet into an image can just drastically change the image and make us relate to the image a lot more than one without it. Especially when it comes to food and flat lay images, it's really important to add that human element into an image. If you create something after you watch this video, I would love to see your work on Instagram. I can't wait to see what all of you create. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications in case you are looking for more photography and gardening tutorials. I have a lot more photography and tutorials planned for this year, and I cannot wait to share it with you so you can improve your photography skills. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Artificial sunlight. Artificial sunlight, what the heck is that? Oh my gosh. And I'll make sure to link it up below. And below.